very common IPA hop.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to try this.
Yeah. Homebrew.
I say homebrew.
Homebrew.
Homebrew. Cheers.
Cheers, Dave. I feel like I'm not getting much Dave love over
I'm doing
here.
relays today.
Well,
I think it's just his location.
He's so far away.
I'm loving this beer, Mark.
I am loving it, too.
I got to tell you, you guys are brewing this beer down straight down my flavor profile.
Boy, this is a weird beer.
We need to go drink more beer together.
This is a weird beer.
It's a weird beer because I can feel the tequila going on the top of my mouth.
Okay.
And I'm having the beer on the lower side, the flavor characteristics. That's how it's hitting me.
Okay.
It
On the first
hit
sip.
the top of the roof of my mouth with tequila and the bottom with malty goodness.
Yeah, there's a lot of cream to this.
It's very creamy.
Well, no, I mean, what's weird is that I think
It's weird neat.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting.
Oh, it can be weird. That's
yeah,
fine.
I mean,
it's cool weird.
Yeah, it's cool weird.
All right,
it's
'cause
Key
we're
West
learning
weird.
a lot from you guys. So
Yeah.
Key weird. Okay, so just the split in the flavor when it's in your mouth.
That was
is
my
unusual.
first impression.
It splits up right away.
Okay.
To me, at least.
What did you think, Mark? How did it strike you?
It's raining tacos. I like this beer. It's good. It's boozy. It's a boozy one.
You know, I keep sipping it, looking in my glass for the worm.
Actually, I have to honestly say I think it's gotten better over time.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is fantastic.
We bottled this in July of 2014, so it's almost a year
It's
old.
almost a year old. Wow.
Well, that's also probably why there's not a tremendous amount of hop. It's not hop forward because it's mellowed out, and it has that kind of like residual malt taste that when you do age an IPA will kind of come forward, and I think that's really lends to this beer. This is fantastic, guys. Good job.
It was great.
Well done. Thank you.
We're 2 for 2.
You're good. Ding, 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 ding. I say homebrew.
Homebrew.
Cheers.
If you wait about 15 seconds after you consume your swallow, you can pick up a little bit of hop. That hop is there on the left side of my tongue.
Yeah.
And you can get that little bit of a hop. But other than that, the hops aren't present or the hops.
It's really well balanced.
Yeah,
Had we brewed
very
it
balanced.
according to the original recipe, though, I think you would
have been real hoppy. You think?
Yeah.
That was our
if
choice
this
to cut it in half.
Yeah. If this is half the hops, then like this would be extremely hoppy.
Yes, it'd be extremely hoppy.
It's
That's
actually
the name Hopkila.
Yeah, it's interesting because with the four of us, we're pretty unanimous as far as wanting to have a balanced flavor. Dave Jr. moved up to North Carolina, so we lost him here. But he was the real hophead. He was the guy who always he was into IPAs, and they were his favorite beers for the last 15 years or whatever. Yeah.
I don't know about a hophead, but I was here for his bong party.
Oh, okay.
Or no, maybe it was a going away party. I don't
think
know.
that's what it was.
Hello, this is Dave Sr., and you're listening to Key West Beer Tales, the sum of all beers.
Has a pretty color, though, doesn't it?
It's got a beautiful color, and it's got a nice effervescence to it.
And I'm getting. I haven't had a sip in like probably about a minute.
It's
and
changing, right?
Well, what I'm getting is I'm getting that alcohol exhale from the tequila.
Yeah.
That you don't get with beer.
Arriba. Okay.
Yeah.
I can't wait till the cops pull me over in the cowmobile and I tell them, I've been at this beer show and I only tasted it in little snifters, sir.
Yeah, for anybody who doesn't know what the cow car is, Gary drives around in a, what is it, a Thunderbird?
It's a 96 Thunderbird that had no identity until I decided to put cow spots all over it and take it to the Cow Key Bridge Race.
Elsie the Moonmobile.
We just met the car tonight. She did the White Snake video on the hood earlier today.
Oh, fantastic.
Very sexy, darling. And I know we just met the other night, but that was good.
Well, sexy is sexy.
It was good for me.
Okay.
I hope somebody got a picture.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we have pictures.
Oh, we have lots of pictures. That's before I
send it
found
to
out
us so we could put it on the beer show.
That's just before I found out that they brew beer, and I ran right over.
We're getting better the more you know us, right?
Look, I ditched that real radio to come hang out with celebrities.
This has to have some alcohol content.
I like this.
Yeah, this is probably.
Because
Well, yeah.
No.
I'm feeling
Yeah,
this.
no?
You mean as a standalone without the additional
I'm
tequila?
Just
feeling
as it
the
is.
alcohol
As it
content
is.
in
Wow.
this.
What's the number? We don't
It's
know.
got to be 8 or 9.
We should have a little
Don't y'all have a
flavor test.
chemistry
Oh,
lab?
Let's go
yeah.
break into Chef Distilled Rum and we can test it.
Okay.
Okay.
We can go in the back door.
I think. I mean, I would rate this like probably. This is probably 8.5 or 9.
That's what I'm thinking, 8.5, 9, yeah.
I think it's way over a 6.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Could I have another?
Absolutely.
Is there more?
There is one more?
And it's very
Brilliant.
it's very rich. It's very
It's rich. It's creamy.
it sticks
It's
on your
rich
tongue.
and creamy. It's got that stick with it, and I like the tequila. The tequila's the first aftertaste I had, but that minute later, like you said, Chris, it just kind of warms you all over.
Thank you.
I'll get all the girls first. I'll be fine. I shouldn't be driving after the show. I thought my show drank a lot. You guys rock. What's the name of the show?
Key West Beer Tales, the sum of all beers.
Key West Beer Tales, the sum of all beers. I got to go walk the whippets. Is my favorite show I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh,
There's like a real butter to this.
This is a really nice beer.
super creamy taste.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is great.
Now, is it still splitting in your mouth like it did the very
Yes.
first time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
it leaves me with a subtle creamy aftertaste. I like that.
Yep, I get that.
Okay.
I have to ask.
I'm impressed.
Normally, we ask Mark for food pairings,
Mm.
and then we also
Oh.
ask Dave for cigar pairings. So I was wondering if we.
Because Mark is a chef in one of his
great.
many hats that he wears, and of course Dave is the expert on cigars here.
So pairing this is kind of that would be hard to do.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd have to like do something like
Tacos.
the tacos, like a mole pork or something like that.
yeah.
And then maybe like
Some kind of cheese.
yeah, like Manchenko or something
Manchenko,
like
I was
that. Yeah.
thinking that.
And then just for like snacking, what would be really great with this is some really spicy guacamole or salsa, and maybe some salsa verde too.
Like a habanero sauce.
Yeah, like over at Bad Boy Burrito, they have a
There you
wonderful
go. There you go.
There we go.
Shameless
pineapple habanero salsa they added to your tacos there.
Or some of that Chris Ream hot sauce.
Yeah.
With
Well,
a little
no,
salt.
because that's not. This is a Mexican thing, and the hot sauce is a Caribbean thing. They're different flavors.
Hopefully, we'll have one of these people that we mentioned eventually, like decide to, send us money or
Everyone
or
should
burritos.
send money.
Yeah, I'm happy with the burritos.
Yeah,
Honestly,
they could send us, because we
Danny-
mentioned them, they'll send
Danny,
us burritos.
read out your shameless plug, a site that they need to send the money to.
Oh, okay. What would that be? Well, you could send
www.givemeyourdamnmoney.com.
There you go.
/Key West Beer Tales.
We'll have
Slash
to
Q-
domain that in the morning.
Go fund my ass.
GoFundMyAss.com. There you go. Bill, I'm really impressed. I've enjoyed you since the Southern Draw Band as a musician. The Bill Cockrell album, brilliant. This is good beer. Number 2.
He's
3
a
for
well-rounded
3.
guy.
You're 3 for 3?
And Beth is
No,
too.
this is number
Two.
Well-rounded
2.
girl.
Oh, Jesus
Three's coming up.
Christ, I forgot about
3's coming up.
So he's 3 for 2.
No, you had a
He's 3 for 2.
No, you had a refill on this number 2.
Yeah, that's what
That
did
would-
it.
yeah.
I still like number 2 as much as I did the first time.
Okay. Dave, did you have a cigar for either the first or second beer?
The creamy of a Connecticut shade, a Perla Del Mar, a nice creamy
Ooh, Perla.
Connecticut shade cigar. This is an absolutely great beer. I got to tell you.
Dave, have you ever seen the fields where they grow those Connecticut shade wrappers?
No.
It's pretty interesting the way they do it.
And
Mark's from Connecticut.
I'm from Connecticut originally.
yeah,
so.
and Mark
You
is from
lived in
Connecticut, so
you
he
lived in a
knows.
tobacco field.
And the Connecticut shade tobacco, if
That's
there is a
Sorry, Mark.
That explains a little bit.
there is a difference between Connecticut shade tobacco and Connecticut tobacco grown in Connecticut.
Yeah.
And Connecticut tobacco is a very light, easygoing tobacco because of the weather they have up there. But the Dominican Republic, the Cuba, and they like to call it Connecticut shade.
Yeah.
But if it's a true Connecticut tobacco, it goes perfectly with this beer because it has that creaminess.
Yeah.
And it's very light and it's very easy going.
I absolutely agree.
But I have not seen those tobacco fields, Mark.
It's really interesting. And they have all these giant barns everywhere with like these huge bales of tobacco. Just tobacco everywhere, hanging upside down from the rafters. It smells amazing.
And they string it. Is that correct? Like a needle and thread?
Yeah.
They string it.
Yeah, they string it.
Yeah.
It's pretty. I mean, it's pretty interesting how the industry actually like stopped evolving, because I think they've tried a bunch of different things, but they were like they keep going back, going back. Yeah, old school.
The old-fashioned way.
The old-fashioned way.
My parents were from Connecticut. I got to see that as a child, and my father was involved in the Bay of Pigs invasion. I remember when suitcases full of Cuban seed came to Miami to get put into Honduras and Dominican, and the whole industry changed at that point. When Cuba went blacklisted in the 60s, everything, they snapped to it. It was like, I don't know. I agree, though. The Connecticut shade and this and the Manchato cheese, and we're good to go. What else you got for beer? Oh, I'm sorry, Danny. What else does he have for beer?
Well, that's a good
I am
question.
How do you
Triple.
triple?
Yeah, it's a triple,
A
but
double, a triple.
a double, a
Quadruple.
triple, quad,
Yeah.
quad.
And
Is that French? No, it's Belgian.
Double,
Belgian.
double, triple, quad, boom.
Okay, however, we bottled this on May 3rd of this year.
Tequila.
So this is our first opening.
This is
Not to go back in time here, but I do that. I am Mark the Digressor.
and he's also a time traveler.
Please, let's go back in time.
But so you guys had mentioned there was a double fermentation on this
Yes.
guy here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
The hopkila.
Yeah. So that's interesting. I mean, that definitely would have brought up the ABV on that.
oh, totally.
Oh, yeah?
I
This
feel
one
the
has to be
ABV.
8.5 or 9, maybe more.
No, I'm telling you, this has some ABV.
Yeah, this definitely has some.
Bill,
let's just say
Beth,
heat.
how
on it.
many of these have
Yeah.
you had in one sitting?
How many
not
of the
kidding you now.
tequila
Yeah,
beers
yeah.
in one setting?
Yeah,
Maybe not more than one or two.
yeah.
There it is.
You don't have.
You can't
yeah,
have many of these.
exactly. That's my point.
I agree.
And we'd like
But
to
I'd like
stay
to try.
alive.
I may be leaving the show after the next segment. I have a 5-mile long trip.
Yeah, you
and
got to
there's
back
a
all the way
bridge,
back to Stock Island.
and there's a cow waiting for me.
Moo.
So let's move on.
Moo.
Move on.
Got to be careful with your pets.
All right, I feel the cow jokes are going to start coming
This
out
is
here.
probably the most editing you'll ever have to do this show. Thank you for
Oh,
not
trust me,
inviting
no.
No, we've had shows where we've been here till 4 a.m,
And then had to edit.
and she has to edit that whole thing down to
So
47,
6 hours down to
47 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, those were rough days.
Chris was with me when I started my first, that was podcast, I guess, Key West show, after I got fired
Yeah.
from the other radio
Yeah.
station. Again.
Again.
Chris was with me every time I got fired from a radio station. Pretty much.
From 107.
From 107.1, Island Radio, I can't remember the other one, Conk, AM.
Yeah,
We had a lot of faith in AM, didn't we? And then there was the 5 years of KeyWestShow.com internet, over 1.5 million listeners. They're still listening to shows we haven't done since last year. Faith Michaels had the last show. They're still on Key West Show, and they're sending me the numbers every month.
Okay.
But that's about radio. Let's talk about beer.
Yeah, we're about
Where
to
are
go
we
into
at?
our third beer.
This
Okay,
one
what
has
do
a
you
beat.
call this, darling?
The other ones had
The Belgian
Other
triple,
stuff.
tripel.
We'll just call it a triple.
But
So we just bottled this a week.
no,
week-
May 3rd.
May 3rd.
This month.
Today,
Yeah.
we're recording the show on May 11th.
Yeah, so it's
yeah.
been
Yeah, so
a
it's
little over a
a
week.
little over a week.
It says it's higher in alcohol than the doubles.
Right, but it probably is not a higher than alcohol than the last one we had.
But it said lighter in color and body. Okay, now we actually
you're
did
still
put the
working on
candied
that
sugar in this.
Dave's running behind over here.
I'm telling you, I think this is really high alcohol.
Oh, it totally is, yeah.
I'm feeling the tequila. This
Well,
is,
you had Banchi tonight, and that's usually some drinking going on.
Yeah, there's some high alcohol at Bocce.
Oh, this
Yeah.
is kicking that Bud Light, isn't it?
I didn't have Bud
Or was
Light.
it
I
Coors
had-
Light?
I had the Stiegel, but
That was
at
okay.
the same time, I'm feeling the tequila in here.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you, really
You look like you're melting into the sofa here.